Hello everyone, I am Yashaswini. I am studying BE in Venkateswara College of Engineering. In this video, I am going to discuss about joint probability and Markov chains. Joint probability is the likelihood of more than one event occurring at the same time. Two types of joint probability: mutually exclusive events without common outcomes, non-mutually exclusive events with common outcomes. Mutually exclusive events, examples turning left and turning right, are mutually exclusive. You can't do both at the same time. Another example is tossing a coin. Head and tails are mutually exclusive, cannot happen at the same time. Cards. King and ace are mutually exclusive, cannot be both. When two events, call them A and B, are mutually exclusive, it is impossible for them to happen together. P of A and B is equals to 0. The probability of A and B together equal to 0. Example, a deck of cards. In a deck of cards, the probability of a king is 1 by 13. So, P of king is equals to 1 by 13. The probability of an egg is also 1 by 13. So, P of egg is equals to 1 by 13. When we combine these two events, the probability of a card being king and egg is 0. The probability of a card being a king or egg is 1 by 13 plus 1 by 13 is equals to 2 by 13, which is written like this: P of king and egg is equals to 0. P of king or egg is equals to 1 by 13 plus 1 by 13 is equals to 2 by 13. Summary: mutually exclusive A and B together is impossible. P of A and B is equals to 0. A or B is the sum of A and B. P of A or B is equals to P of A plus P of B. Non-mutually exclusive A or B is the sum of A and B minus A and B. P of A or B is equals to P of A plus P of B minus P of A and B. Our next topic is Markov chains. Introduction. Development planning contains a number of theories and planning models. Markov model is one of the best planning model of them. Markov model is stochastic model used to model randomly changing system where it is assumed that further states depend only on the current state, not on the events that occurred before it. Markov chain model is one of the most powerful tools for analyzing complex stochastic systems. Markov chain models have become popular in manpower planning systems. Several researchers have adopted Markov chain models to clarify manpower policy issues. Origin of Markov chain model. Markov chains were introduced in 1906 by Andrei Markov and were named in his honor. Andrei Markov studied Markov chain in the early 20th century. Markov was interested in studying an extension-independent random sequence motivated by disagreement with Pavel-Netkos. In his first paper on Markov chains, Markov showed that under certain conditions, the average outcomes of the Markov chain would converge to a fixed vector of values. Markov later used Markov chains to study the distribution of vowels in Indian origin, written by Alexander Pushkin, and proved a central limit theorem for such chains. What is Markov chain model? A stochastic model that describes the probability of transition among the states of a system. It is a random process that undergoes transitions from one state to another on a state space. Change of states depend probabilistically only on the current state of the system. It is required to possess a property that is usually characterized as memoryless. The probability distribution of the next state depends only on the current state and not on the sequence of events that preceded it. Markov chain application, market research programs, Markov text generators assist pricing and other financial prediction, customer journey predictions, population genetics, algorithmic music composition, page ranks. Let us try to understand Markov chain from very simple example. Weather raining today. 60% rain tomorrow, 40% no rain tomorrow. Not raining today. 20% rain tomorrow, 80% no rain tomorrow. If a person last cola purchase was Coke, there is a 90% chance that his next cola purchase will also be Coke. If a person last cola purchase was Pepsi, then is an 80% chance that his next cola purchase will also be Pepsi. Conclusion: Markov chain is simple concept which can explain most complicated real-time. Many of the artificial intelligence tools use this simple principle called Markov chain in some form. This presentation illustrates how easy it is to understand these concepts and some of its applications. Thank you.